Time slips. Those of a certain age may remember the London weekend television programme called Strange But True, hosted by Michael Aspel, that ran from 1993 until 1997. The programme gave true accounts of paranormal events, everything from angelic encounters to the Enfield poltergeist. One episode in particular gave this account of what happened to Jeff and Pauline Simpson and their friends Lynn and Cynthia Gisby. The four intended to drive from the UK through France and down to Spain for a relaxing break in the October of 1979. After a few days, they were all tired and jaded and desperately needing somewhere to stay, near the French town of Montélimar. They came across a man in an old-fashioned plum-coloured suit who pointed them towards a hotel further down the street. At the time, they didn't question his strange attire because they were in rural France with some eccentric locals. The road they travelled along was narrow and cobbled. The couples noticed posters advertising a circus as they drove slowly along. Reaching the hotel, they were pleasantly surprised by the old-fashioned quaintness of their surroundings and the police station next door. On entering the hotel, a man greeted them at the bar, but he didn't speak any English. He did, however, understand their requests for a couple of rooms and some refreshments, and he led the couples upstairs to some very outdated but clean rooms. Oddly, there was no glass in the windows, only wooden shutters, and the lock on the door was just a wooden latch. There was no telephone, no pillows, just those long bolster pillows typical of France. The plumbing looked antique, but the couples agreed the room was perfect for a nice long sleep. In the morning, the four wandered down to breakfast, but were taken aback at the physical appearance of some of the guests. One lady wore a long dress with button boots, and two visiting gendarmes came in wearing what looked like old-fashioned fancy dress costumes. On finishing their breakfast, they asked the gendarmes for directions to Avignon. However, neither understood their requests. On settling their bill, the couples were puzzled at the cost of their stay. The four had stayed in perfectly adequate and clean accommodation, with food and hospitality for just 19 francs, a fraction of what the bill should have been. The group inquired, even bringing it to the attention of the gendarme, who confirmed it was indeed correct, and wished them on their safe journey onwards. After a wonderful time in Spain, the couples came back to the area, wishing to find their lovely, well-priced hotel again. However, they were unable to find the right road after stopping several townsfolk and asking directions. They ended up staying in Lyon and paying 200 francs for a room. On arriving home, the couples found the photos they had taken of their stay in the little hotel were gone. Not blank, gone. Missing, replaced by others that had been taken in Spain. And what was even stranger is that this had occurred on both couples' cameras. Subsequent visits had not proved any results, but the group did come across some old photos placing the gendarme's uniform around 1905. Is it possible that they stayed in a ghost building and interacted, albeit briefly, with long-dead guests? Having had a few time-slip experiences myself, I would say, yes.